She left her family. She left her homeland. One decision changed history forever. Bethlehem was once filled with joy. Families lived together in peace. Then, everything changed. The rains stopped. The harvest failed. A famine covered the land. To survive the famine, they left Bethlehem behind. Their journey had begun. In Moab, life began again. New friendships were formed. God's unseen plan continued. Then sorrow came. Elimelech was gone. Naomi's heart was broken. More sorrow followed. Naomi lost both her sons. Only 3 widows remained. Then hope returned. The famine has ended. Bethlehem had food again. Naomi prepared to leave.
Go, return each to her mother's house.
Naomi released them with love. She wanted them to find peace. Their tears filled the road. Orpah returned home. Ruth chose to stay. History changed forever. Ruth made a promise.
Where you go, I will go.
Nothing would separate her from Naomi. Faith spoke louder than fear. Side by side they walked. Hope carried every step. Bethlehem was near. Bethlehem recognized Naomi. Her long journey had ended. A new chapter was beginning. Naomi returned in sorrow.
Do not call me Naomi. Call me Mara, for the Almighty has dealt very bitterly with me.
Yet God had not forgotten her. The harvest had begun. Hope filled Bethlehem again. God was opening a new door.
Ruth worked with humble hands. Every grain carried hope. God was guiding her steps.
Boaz entered the harvest. One faithful woman caught his eye. God's plan was unfolding. Boaz asked about Ruth. Her faithfulness was already known. Her character spoke first. Boaz welcomed Ruth with kindness. Stay here in my fields. He offered her safety and peace. Grace met faith. Ruth answered with humility. Kindness filled her heart with hope. God was making a way. Grace welcomed Ruth. She ate beside the harvesters. Kindness filled the table. Boaz showed unseen kindness. He quietly blessed Ruth. God provided through generosity. Naomi saw God's provision. Hope returned to her heart. The story was changing.
Naomi recognized God's hand. Boaz was their redeemer. Hope grew stronger.
Ruth remained faithful. Boaz continued showing kindness. God prepared their future. Naomi shared a careful plan.
My daughter, I must find a home for you.
Ruth listened with trust.
I will do all you say.
Another chapter was about to begin. Ruth prepared with faith. She trusted Naomi's wisdom. God was leading every step. Night covered Bethlehem. Ruth walked in quiet faith. Her future was near. Boaz answered with honor. I will do for you all know that you are a woman of noble character. Faith met integrity. Boaz gave generously. Ruth returned with hope. God's promise was unfolding.
He gave me all this barley.
Sit still, my daughter. Naomi smiled with hope. Boaz would keep his word.
He will settle it today.
God's timing was perfect.
Boaz went to the city gate.
The elders gathered together. Justice would guide the day. The nearer Redeemer stepped aside. Boaz accepted the responsibility. God's plan moved forward. The elders blessed their future. God's favor rested upon them. Hope became a promise. Boaz married Ruth. Their sorrow became joy. God honored their faith. God blessed their home. Obed was born in joy. Faith received its reward. Obed brought new hope. God was building a legacy. His promise continued. Obed's family grew. His line reached King David. God fulfilled his promise. God honors faithful hearts. He never forgets his people. Trust him always. If Ruth inspired your faith, subscribe and share this story. Comment Ruth below.